Welcome to tea time. Today the topic is green tea. Probably the one that I think is the saddest in a tea bag is green tea. If you just compare the smell of a tea like this, it's gonna have these really pretty leaves. And the smell is really sweet, floral, fragrant, and warm, kind of biscuity even, like buttery, creamy biscuits. Right away, just in a warm teapot, compared to a tea bag of green tea, which are often just not even close. But probably the most available. Everybody's got green tea. So I like to share this kind of green tea with people often. Need a little more. This is a Longjing green tea. It's kind of famous for having this flat, like flattened pan pressed leaves from a specific region in China where it's often produced. Really good. Green tea is often going to have a lower temperature, so around 180 degrees, maybe even a little bit less, especially if it's a really fine leaves, like especially Japanese style green teas have really delicate leaves. Would recommend using lower temperatures so that you don't get bitter, kind of sharp astringency and more sweetness. But they do often steep a little bit longer, I find, at least for what I like. I will give them a little more time, especially on the first steep here. Again, you don't need all the fancy tea gear, but if you know the type, temperature, not too hot, so you don't want to have a boiling pot of water, and then the time, you kind of learn the time based on the tea. If you get a really bitter cup of tea, it means it was too long, then you can just boil it, or have your water kind of off a boil, let it cool down a little bit, put it in a regular tea pot of any kind. That is really light green color. You probably can't even see that color. It's kind of neat. And enjoy.